Oil, oil, oil. No, please don't lick the eggs. We got 5 papers left, you haven't you, Ralph? By a country lonely boy, there was a boy who was lonely in the country. Oh, she's eating eggs. She's eating the eggs, look. Yeah. I got the eggs. I got the enemy. I got the eggs. I got the enemy. If tomorrow never comes, 'cause I love loving. Cheat, I don't get it. She's eating. Oh, I wish I was not done eating the cat. Nah, stop eating my fucking. Stop eating the eggs. Nah. By a lonely prison wall, I have to do it all over again. That's the way, you like it. That's the way, you know it. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're off your gay. Oh, Lord, it feels about in right. How are you, Roy? What's happening? Just about to roll up a little bit. Just a bit. How are you? How's everybody? Just about to do a fucking joint. Small little joint to get me going before we head out for a little while. How's everybody's day? Any news? Any bad news? Anything on your minds? What's going on here now? Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. We must raise our child with dignity. It's Black Runts. I'm 36. 36 years of age. It's a bit of weed. I smoke medical cannabis. And I'm about to do it right now. My cat's over there eating the omelette eggs from the pan. Nala, what are you doing? Come on, man. That was my eggs. That was supposed to be my eggies. How's everybody? Yeah, I hope you're over 18, but yeah, I'm about to roll me little. Going out for a quick cup of tea and a chat before we have to go out in the car. Please remain in your vehicle. How are you? How's you? You all good? Welcome in. Where are you from? Where is you from? Nothing mattered, Mary, when you're free. I rebel in Charlestown. You must raise our child with dignity. Hello, light that fields of Athenry, where once we saw the free birds fly. Hello, is it me you're looking for?
Come and look at me, man.
I'm coming. Where's my angel? Wait.
I am Angel. Just come and see me, man.
I am. Wait, I just need to quickly do something. Are you dressed like Ireland today?
Come and look at me right now,
I'm coming.
Babe.
I didn't know that. Oh, you look so pretty.
Can I come in?
Yeah, let me just quickly. Yeah, I didn't know.
Turn around.
Anyway, I'm with you now, guys. Fucking sick. Just rolling up a little before I
Have you
get...
turned around?
Yeah, I've turned it around there, yeah.
Where have you gone now?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Hand around.
My
I know
finger.
we have. Let's have this Christmas. Kitchen cozy. You have them.
For some reason, we can't really roll it there. Which is in a second, people.
Colours.
Yes, darling.
Harry's got Coke and Crispies.
He's got what?
Harry's got Coke and Crispies.
He's got Coca-Cola and Crispies.
Yeah.
How?
It was a
No,
secret.
no.
Did he go to the shop?
Yeah.
You liar!
Don't worry, Isla, we'll get something. We'll get something on the way.
Why does that always happen?
Oh.
And then it always breaks, and it always Right, Nola, come on now.
I'm not gonna have a bath now because I already had it. Oh, she's been back. Wanna go, Ted? Oh, Ted. We must raise our child with dignity. Oh, here we go now, guys. Where's the... There he is. He's caught me at a good time. Oh, you know. He's caught me at a good time. I along the prison walls, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters really when you're free. You must raise our child with dignity. Low light of hills of that dude. Now, how are you? Nolliver, what's the story with you? Thank you, good afternoon to you as well. I have to drop the kids off now in a while. You know, I'm stepdad, real dad's gonna get me mop chopped. And I'm gonna be high as a motherfucker on that journey. Natalie Lee, what's happening? How are you? Welcome in. This is a fat joint of black runs because I'm all out of me medical. But I'll sort that out later. Smoke up, drink up, cup of tea, drop the kids off, come back and do a live. Nothing matters merely when you're free, and you must raise our child with dignity. Low lie the fields. How are you, Vicky? Gamer, Eddie, what's happening? Everybody sub up to an ordinary man, nothing special, nothing grab. I'm living a good life, you know. I didn't have a good night last night. I had a troubling night last night, but I'm alright. How are you, Rab? Yeah, exactly, what's happening? You're eating bickies and drinking tea, I'm going to roll after. Lovely, lovely, I love all my stoners. Welcome in. Welcome, Zins. I have now a cup of scald here with me. Now, I've had two already today. I know it's not a competition, I'm just saying. Eddie, how's the family this morning? What bickies are you eating? I'm partial to a bicky now. Me and bickies go well together, get on along famously. You know, custard cream, a digestive, you know. Fucking jammy dodgers. Whatever. Take it easy, Nobler. Thanks for coming in. Get to know us, and you might make a friend, you know. You might make a friend. I'm deaf in one ear, by the way, because I got water in my fucking ear last night, because I was in the bath. I've never had horse meat, no. I was told I did. I've had venison loads of times. How are you, Sigga? What's happening? Oh, now, hobnobs are great, but chocolate digestives with tea, you just can't get better. Apart from regular digestives, maybe. But I don't give a fuck with anything. I used to be a crackhead, guys. I'm 18 months off the crack, yeah? 22 years on drugs I was. I appreciate the little things. Cups of teas, little bowl of ice cream. Had a little bowl of jelly last night, you know what I mean? Jelly, come on, man. 36-year-old man. Yeah, raspberry jelly. It was lovely. Have I ever grilled eel? No. I'm Irish. We like potatoes, cabbage, and pork, gammon. Bit of beef. Now the plain ones I don't mind. Only with tea though. Only with tea. And you can soak it up a bit. I've never had frog legs. They're all weird. The weirdest thing I like is seafood. Oh, I love a bit of crab claws now. I love a bit of fucking prawns. Do. Yeah, it's true. How are you, Vicky? You're where are you? You're in Austria. I've never spoke to anyone from Austria. You're from Drimina, deadly. Ever been to Orkney, Scotland? Orkney, no. I would love to go. I'm going to Scotland next year. Well, in a few months, on a little holiday. Well, unfortunately, I didn't live that life. Granny never made me a meal. What my granny used to like was brown bread. Now, not sliced pan bread, brown soda bread or whatever, whole wheat bread, toasted with 2 poached eggs on it. But for me, one of my favourite meals is, well, I love tacos, which is not Irish, but I had a roast dinner last night. Bit of gammon, bit of mash, mixed veg, you know, shove it on a plate. Oh no, what's the dish your nana mum used to? I'll tell you what, it's well, that would have been, what's it called? Savoury. I didn't get nan's cooking either. Yeah, just chicken eggs, poach an egg on brown bread, big thick fucking, you know what I mean, crunchy. You know what I mean? And with a bit of pepper on it, good bit of pepper on it. That's what my granny used to eat for years and years. But I like a good lamb stew, a good mutton stew, you know, a good Irish stew. You know. Yeah, a bit of butter and salt on it, yeah, exactly, yeah. But I didn't live with nanny or granddad or anything like that. I didn't really have that type of life, you know. My mum made me eat mince pies. I hate mince pies. You know, the little flat pancake ones? That and some beans. It was fucking horrible. But I do have a favourite weed strain. My favourite weed strain at the minute is Rainbow Belts, Giraffe Pussy, or Farm Gas it's called, or LA Kush. There's loads. Toasties, bro. You're on the toasties again. I hate mince pies. Well, like the Christmas ones, I'll give them a go and all that, but them little fucking mince and pastry, it's like, get that away from me. But welcome in, guys. Hello to everybody. What real? This? Oh, you mean the names? No, honestly, the names are real. Rainbow Belts. This one's called Donny Burger. This one was good. This one's called Donny Burger, see? They all have mad names. I had green gelato, fucking permanent marker yesterday. I had zest yesterday. Soap bar, I do remember soap bar. You mix with tobacco. I do mix with tobacco, yeah. I've got a few different stuff because I'm on the medical cannabis as well as on the street, so I can buy the medical stuff. You get all the different names. I've had sourdough. I've had fucking, what else did I have? I've had fucking, there was loads of them. I've had black cherry punch. I've had sour lemon, Peyton pie, loads. The plan for today is to drop the kids off, and then when we get home, I don't really know. I didn't wake up in the best of mood today. I have a deaf ear from all the water. My missus was sick, you know. I'm at that stage where I can't relax at the minute. I want to paint, I want to sit down and do some painting, but I just can't sit there for a minute. So after I drop the kids off and get back, I don't know. I have to try and sort some. Would be bro. I'd say they start saying bro around what 08, 09 or something. That's a lot of questions, MS. But the temperature right now, I think it's about 18 degrees Celsius. Yeah, Vicky, take it easy. See you soon, and we'll get to know us. Sub up, and we'll chat. I'll bring me StreamYards on, whatever. Don't have to be a smoker, but I'm a recovering addict, a new stepdad of 3. And I'm learning how to live on this side of the fence. You know, and part of that is to medicate. For me. Tastes lovely. But my head's not in the right place. Am I in bad mood? No, I'm not really. No, I'm not in bad mood. You know. No, absolutely not, MS. No, I'm just saying. Probably repeat myself. I don't want to be rude. I want friends. I want to meet people. People want to come on and chat in the chat and do all these things, yeah. Brilliant. I want to do it. Well, I used to be a chronic alcoholic, you know. And when you see a young person, you know, you think, how could you be? But I was. Started drinking when I was 11. You know what I mean? And I can't drink without wanting drugs. I can't drink without wanting to wash up cocaine into crack. I'll lie to you, I'll be bored. That's the thing, I'll be bored. Wherever I am and I'll be drunk, I'll be looking at you going blah, blah, blah. Boring. You know, so I don't drink. But I do smoke a little bit now. Do smoke it up. If you wanna speak like a Dublin man, a Northside dub, you just need to say, here. That's all you need to say. Because that's a universal. Either you're looking for some heroin, you're trying to stop a fight, you see a dead bird on the ground, the bus is late or something like that, just here you, mister, fella, buddy, here you. That's what you need. Yeah. So I can catch you again, exactly. Scroll, see if I could add anyone interesting. Absolutely brilliant. Welcome in. You'll see my ugly mush a lot more. Oh God, how are you, Jill? I'm just about to go see you, Jill. That's what the granny's name is. The granny-in-law. Like, what's up, Jill? Nah, I'm not popping in today. Hold the kettle. Hold. Alright, we're just doing a quick little. Maybe Mrs. White might have go, I don't know. Should you take it in? Yes, what's this? Sorry, I missed something. The vapes are not regular. It's, yeah, I know, yeah. I have a friend, I have my partner. It's vapes like a fucking chimney. As much as I smoke, she smokes vapes. Big ones, small ones, fat ones, skinny ones, colourful ones, non-colourful ones, broken ones, wet ones, damaged ones. I think she's a bit better, Eddie. I'm not really sure. It's been a bit of a hit and miss. Not arguments or anything like that. She's unwell. When she gets unwell and gets stressed and unhappy, I get stressed and unhappy. And so what I'm doing is I smoke most of my weed anyway. I'm going to get more today. I don't give a fuck. That's the way life says. What if your sister gets sick and you go, I'm not dipping into my 80 grand to keep her pour in a proper care home, rehabilitation. So I'm going to spend some money today and get a bit of, yeah, enjoy as a toast, these guys. You are just like me. Dry hair vape for medical cannabis is the best. You're right, I was given out to, last week I was on the phone to my clinic and I want to change now because she treated me like a piece of shit. She said what I was doing was highly illegal and it disinvaluates my prescription. And I thought, hold on a minute, you're telling me if I was on 100 mils of FOI and I was in there in your office in a clinic shaking, and I took it out of the bottle, you'd disevaluate my prescription because I didn't put it in a syringe or on a spoon. Suck my dick. I use that Mighty Medic. It's shite. The only thing it makes it actually reminds me of crack. Yeah, because you have to suck on it that hard, right? That's number one. And number two, it tastes like fart bag, you know. I know, yeah, fucking bastards MS they are, honestly. Without my buzz they did. She hung up the phone, she goes, "Excuse me, I'm very busy and your signal is very bad." But what about the other 15 calls I had and no one ever said my signal was bad? She was in bad mood because I put a complaint in and it would have been on my phone. Put a complaint in and said, "Stop selling me weed, charging me 85 quid, making me wait 2 weeks and it tastes like shit." That's not service, that's not medicine. So we'll see. I don't know what mood she'll be in. She might say, "I don't want to be at home today." She could say, "I want to go to my nanny's or to my ma's." She could say, "I do want to come home. But I need you to be with me at all times," and that, you know, obviously gets me a bit frustrated because I want to get stuff done around the house. Like, I don't just sit there, do stuff, empty the dishwasher, fill it, let the dogs out, let the dogs in, open the door, get the kid a snack, put the telly on, do whatever I have to do. You know, I have someone very close to me, as I said, who's you know, is a somebody and can get me quite anything I want once the money is there. But even though I get a deal, I always get a deal, but I just can't afford it. You know, I'm thinking about getting my dab pen back again because if I dab one and then smoke and I'll be mashed and then I'll go in. You know, see, smoking is a habit. Smoking is a habit. Something in your hands, nicotine, all that. Smoke, it's a habit. Medicating shouldn't really be a habit. You know what I mean? But I like to just think this as of me social smoking. Yes, I've had my medicine for today. Yes, but this is me social smoking now. I'll do both. I don't. I wish I did, MS. This is my garden. That's the weather out. Lovely weather. Yeah. That's the weather now. It turned out to be a nice day, guys. You know, I always get cheered up when I come on here and stuff, but I'm finding it a bit hard today and yesterday. Yeah. Exactly. This is what I mean. Yeah, bro. She said to me, she was angry. She raised her voice, and when people raise their voice at me, that's when I get triggered, and the fight or flight response kicked in, and I feel vulnerable, so I get even louder. You know, and that's an automatic response. I can't control it. You know, and that doesn't mean I gotta be rattling, but it's like, "I'll get higher than you cunt." And I was just thinking, and then she goes, after she gave out, she goes, "But we're happy to give you another 60 grams on prescription." Oh, so you're happy to give me the 60 grams, but you're not happy with what way I'll consume it? Suck my big Irish black pudding. That's what I'm going to say. We have kittens, guys. I could bring you up and show you the kittens. The kittens are running around the bedroom upstairs. A black one, a grey one, and then one that looks like the normal cat. I've got a whole zoo here, a zoo. We've got viruses, we've got bugs, we've got watering holes, we've got... I was in the watering hole last night like a fucking... And sub up as well, and I'll get back to you. You know, everybody that's showing some love now, and I knew, you know, I will sub back. We'll shout you out in the posts, everything. Yeah, exactly, yeah, I did have, yeah. The shatter, I do, except my brother, like, I have some, like, it's there all the time. I have a choice of 26 little jars, all different strains, sought after, but I can't afford it. Don't care about the taste profile and all this other crap. I cannot afford it. I can afford some mid-range to good range weed. Yeah, I would eat. So see, I'm a meat eater, right? And if I was lost out, you know, like people eat these maggots and bugs and all that. Fuck off. I'd rather go hungry for an extra day. I'll just say I'm on fast now for the next 3 days. You know the way they say, "Oh, food, water." Hold on a minute. I get told all the time you can fast for days and survive and be healthy. So shut the fuck up. You can eat all that shit. I'll be eating whatever else is there. You know what I mean? I'd rather try throw a stone at a board 150 times. You can eat them maggoty fucks. Fuck off. Yeah, exactly. Lovely. That's exactly what I have to do now. I don't need to have a shower then because I had a bad late last night. So I find it hard to get fresh again, you know, to wake up. I'll sort it out. I'm just having a rant. I'm alright. I just have some things on my mind. Oh, I'd fucking. You know one thing I've never tried that was a whole hog. You know, a hog roast where you roast it and you crack it with a plate. Now I'm a little bit squeamish when it comes to the way some people eat their food, but that pork, just the way you rip the back off and all that, yeah, like I'll give that a go, you know. But I'm not into any fucked up shit. Not up into frogs, legs, snails, all that. Get that away from me. Did Jesus eat them? Did Jesus say in the Bible eat spiders and snails? No, he didn't. He said drink some wine, eat some bread, and eat the fish. So I'll do that. We're eating bad now. We're fucking killing the earth with all the cows and shit. He didn't say fucking no. He didn't. And if he was around when there was Easter eggs around, he'd fucking have one. Okay, I know he would. He was an honest man, but he was a fuck not stupid. Not stupid. You wouldn't want me in the fucking rainforest picking bark off a tree and eating. He'd say, you calm down there. I fasted for 40 days. Stick with the airplane that went down or whatever. Starve yourself for it. But the clean water, we're all going to be wearing socks, aren't we? I've known that much. Get a fire going there if we can. Get a bit of charcoal. Then you get a bit of sand and rocks and all that shite. About 50 pairs of socks and all that. I'll drink it. I will drink stinky ass boot water if I have to. But I'm not eating no caterpillars. I'm not eating a hedgehog. I'm not eating fucking any vermin. I'm not even going near any snakes. Fuck off. Plants. I heard plants can be edible. You know, I'd sooner rather do that. You know. Yeah. How are you, Jordan? I haven't seen you in ages. I hope you're well, Jordan. I really do, honestly. I haven't seen you in a while, and I'm not, like, I don't want it to turn into weird where I'm stalking you going, hi, mate. I haven't heard from you. I thought you were busy with Jack's son, or you might have been doing a little bit of work or something, but, you know, I haven't caught you at the right time. Yeah. I always said I'd be good for something in an emergency situation. I think it would be the keeping calm person. You know. Might not be useful for jack shit. As I said, I'll be staying back with 92-year-old Sally to collect firewood, and they'll be saying, but we don't need 2 people collecting. And I'll be like, but who's going to look after Sally? You know. I know I have some sort of use in an emergency situation. Maybe it's to keep calm. Just look, guys. What can we do? I got stuck in a lift before for about 3 hours and it was horrible. Horrible. Even though I knew I was going to get fucking, you know, eventually someone will go, that lift is broke. But yeah, keep calm. And I had a lot going on. Yeah, deadly. A few bad days. Okay. Well, I hope everything's okay. You know, if it's family, you know, friends, you know, material things can come and go, money can come and go, appointments can be rebooked, but, you know what I mean? For how wrong it may be, if you... Me, yeah, fuck that. I would, yeah. It would be sad because the my missus go, oh, you're not allowed. Fuck it. If we were at war, if war was declared, like an independent war, I would, yeah. Because someday they might sing songs about me. Yeah, he ran out and got a bullet to the head, he did, poor old fella. Wrong place, wrong time. You know? But, am I a soldier? Hell no. Am I involved in criminality? Hell no. But if there was a mass stabbing in a kid and people died, I would get the plane over and I'll wear the tricolour and we'll march wherever we have to march. You know. But I hope that doesn't happen. Shut up, Ted. Shut up, Teddy. Yeah, I've had a few myself. Now, nothing crazy, and it's what goes on behind closed doors, but I have myself. I feel a little bit anxious about what I'm going to do for the evening, you know, because I feel like whatever I do might not be what my missus wants me to do. Or what she's feeling, you know, but, you know, I can only do what feels right for me. You know, I find it hard to sit down and watch a movie for 3 hours now. You know, movies don't talk back to you. People talk back here. Yes, well, if you know, if any, and I know there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of other men out there like that. I'm not nothing special, but I will say when the call comes, and look at the amount of military people that joined the army when the Twin Towers went down. Look at the amount of people that went behind that, no matter how ugly it got, and it's sad to think that one day. It's very sad, but I think it's gonna happen. They say we're racist, but we're not racist. Ireland is just going. It is against its leaders. Its leaders are taking a paycheck and leaving us down a horrible, dangerous road, which there's no coming back from. Look at the UK, look at France, look at Germany, look at Holland. And what do we like to do? We like to sing his songs, drink a few pints. That's about it. Oh, thanks, Rob. That's what I mean. Mr. Traumatic, no. I don't. All I know is that Irish rap, I don't like it. There's a lot of it out now. Don't know what it is. I prefer the people that sing with a guitar. But it's starting to get rainy again here, guys. Well, thank you very much, Jordan, and same for you, you know. And I always like to say, I have to say, it's something I don't know where I got it from, but I always say, the people who don't use drugs and things as well, you know, they're brave too because they didn't pick up. They sat with their awkwardness, they sat with their uncomfortableness, they learned tools, they adjusted, whatever. But they're hurting as well. Well, I'm not really mad about psychedelics. Salvia was fun, really fun, because it ends after like 4 minutes or some shit. LSD, I didn't like it. I don't think I'll ever do it again. I can't do any drugs ever again, but LSD, didn't like it. It was 9 hours before I started to come down, and it was just horrible. Fuck that. My favourite psychedelic was salvia. You know, that was a trip. That was a proper trip. Gone. See you in a minute. And but I can't do it no more. I can't have a family like my missus would go bad. What happens if something happens in them 4 hours that you're space caked? You know what I mean? I've never done psilocybin. I've always shit my pants, heard horror stories. But yeah, I would microdose. I would microdose, and I can order them online now from Amsterdam in the little capsules, white truffles and shit. But I smoke so much grain. This is what I love now, you know. Vapes, bongs. Mrs. won't let me get it in glass, but like she needs to grow out of that. You know, the herb, you don't want the herb to get boring on you, you know. The herb's getting a little bit boring lately because I don't pass the doobie to anyone. Oh, yeah, Maggie? No, I wouldn't try. No, I'm not going back to do. But like, I'm into the old DMT. You know, I'd love to try that. But you know, as an addict, would I be curious to go back? How long could I wait to go back to that? You know what I mean? But apparently, that's exactly what it tells you. Hey, calm down now. Do you know what I mean? It's illegal to grow in Ireland. It's illegal to possess. It's illegal to smell like cannabis. They call us horrible people. Now, I smoke cannabis all my life mostly, but I used to call it weed, whatever, green, sticky. But now I call it cannabis because I'm a medical cannabis patient, and I will be for the rest of my life because I suffer from body dysmorphia, and nothing's ever worked for them, but this does. So. Maggie, what's happening? I've seen a few of your YouTube vids again. Yeah, no, I hated LSD. Fucking hated it. Because I was greedy. There was a fella there who knew what he was doing. And he was like, look lads, you can do what you want, but I'm going to take half, or even half a half. Now we all end up taking a half. And it was an hour and a half in. And we started to feel a little bit in our legs and a little bit giggly. So I said, you know, I was on the cans and all smoking joints. I said, come on boys, come on, just let's take the other half. It's been 2 hours. So we took the other half. And when I say in about 15 minutes, I was gone. I didn't like it. I was gone. Now I was in the room, but I was like just gone. It's like I was sitting on my shoulder. like just watching myself. I was just a shell. And I went into my bedroom, and they were like, "Bro, what are you doing? Where are you going? You know, what I mean, you're on a ride now for a good few hours." And I was like, I thought like going into my room to smoke a joint. Now went into my room with the lights off, and I tell you now, I don't know remember what happened, but I was in there for 3 hours, 4 hours, just in there swimming, diving on the mattress, wherever it was. And my brother came in and opened up turned on the lights, and he said he's never seen such a scarier face than when I was trying to peel my face first off the mattress up to look at him. I was just like, and he was like, "What the fuck have you been doing in here? Like I told you." He was all scared and all, and I was like, "No, leave me. I'm alright. I know I'm in bed. It's alright. I'll be alright." Fucked up it was. And then towards the end, when I started turning the light on and I was looking, turning the TV on, now there was a bit of colours and a bit of movement. Everything was all. Sure, I got sick in the sink. I got sick in the sink and it was coming out. It was the sink was getting sick, my sick. It was coming that opposite way. It was horrible. I was like, if I had a bit of crack maybe, but at that time I didn't. I wasn't a full blown crackhead, but at that stage. But that would have been good to snap me out of it. Probably. Maybe not. But don't ever like. I don't want to try that ever again. I don't ever want to try. Like it was just, but it wasn't even enjoyable. I remember getting like I went in and I said to myself, I know I'm in my room and I know there's 2 people in there. I can't do anything about it. I don't like it, but you're in bed. You're in the only place. And I remember like I don't know what I did, but I honestly we took it out about 1 o'clock in the day. Then I went into my bedroom about 3:30. Like you know what I mean. They came in and got me at 9 p.m. And he was just like, they were all afraid and all. I was like, nah, leave it. It's much better this way. Leave the lights off. I don't want nothing. And I said, fuck that. I'm never doing that again. It was, I remember I counted. It was 9 hours, 9.5 hours before I started to say, oh, I'm me again. I'm here. I'm fucked up, but I'm here. I'm back. 9.5 hours later. Fuck me, that was horrible. 3 of us sitting in a little bedroom and all. It was fucked up and all. They loved it. They watched movies. They watched Bad Boys 1, 2 and 3 or some shit. They were in there like giggling, laughing the whole time, bro. I was gone. I don't know what realm I was in, but I wasn't asleep, but I was fucking gone. And I remember how happy I was when I realised I was back. I could think again. I was like, oh my god, what? Looked at it, it was like 9:45. You know, 9.5 hours later, I was like, oh Jesus Christ, never doing that again. I'm pretty sure I was out for the whole night, you know. You know, just tripping balls. And I remember and the fella had loads of it. He was like, I have about 10 sheets of it there, loads. It's enough to do all summer, just want more. I was like, hell no. And it was cheap. It was cheap as chips. It was a tenner a fucking strip or something like that. Fuck off. I don't know how people can do that and think that's fun. Sit there all day. Where are you? I like to know where I am. If I'm on drugs, I like to know, right, I'm here and I'm on drugs. I don't like to not know. Yeah. Rab said something, did he? Rab's crack, a good recipe for a nightmare. And I say, well, I was thinking, because it's the only thing, you know, that snaps you, like you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter how drunk you are, whatever it is, it's there to hit you. So I was thinking, maybe that might just give you a little hit on. But, I do remember me curtains and all, like, when I was looking at my curtains, I had blinds. And they were the whole colour of the rainbow, and they were moving and all like that, bending like shoelaces and all. And I was thought, now this was 10 hours, 11 hours in of smoking a joint. I thought, now that's nice. That I even called my brother in. I was like, check that out, because it was summer, like it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I was like, the sun was coming in, and I was just like, now that's alright, that is, and I was like, fuck, makes me sick now thinking about it. Imagine how sick your stomach would be if you took 2 E's now. Horrible. You know, with a cup of tea. You think it'd be good, but it'd be like, yeah, microdose. Yes, I get. You can microdose, like, you know what I mean. Yeah, that I'd recommend that. I have a fella that microdoses with the mushroom chocolate bars. He says literally he gets 2 weeks out of it. chops it into 6, and then out each piece they chop into 4 between him and his missus. They take 2 a day, like. He says gas. Oh, fuck it out. I wouldn't even, honestly, I was a druggie, but I never did that. You know what I mean? That was too much. That was rolling around the field. You made a fool of, you know. Back in the day, it was the ket was mad. Now, honestly, I used to love ketamine, like love it, because it was the only thing that could bring you down. Now, this was before me crack days. Like, it could bring you down off a fucking proper like bender. And we all used to love it. You know, you do a few little bumps and all that, and do your lines. But I got addicted. I do like a fat line, two fat lines, and then I do a fat line of ketamine. And I was quite cool just sitting there having a can and a few joints and all. I was a proper little fiend. And it's hard to swallow that, because I think that's a big part of me. You know, I could sit there with any man and just sit there and do drugs all day. You know, not make a fool of myself. But that's not a man. That's not a man. That's a boy who doesn't know how to be a man. There's people out there that have tried coke or do coke that are not addicts. There's a difference. Some people might do coke 5 times this year. And they'll enjoy it. They'll be out of fucking face. Yeah, let the dogs in. Come. Anyway, how are you missing New York? I'm just about to go now in a minute. Yeah. Honestly, I didn't like it. I used to think I would. I used to watch the American programs where all the hippies used to trip for days in the woods. Maybe it was a love buzz, but nowadays somebody's standing there with a fucking ski mask on and a rum panel. You know, going, bro, this is kicking in now. Yeah, give us that phone that I gave you. You never gave me a phone. I fucking did. You know, that type of weird shit. You know, and it's not. I just felt automatically like half a strip was alright. We were all giggling and laughing, and I felt a bit warm, felt a bit rushy like this. But as soon as I took the other strip, about 20 minutes after, I know that I was sitting on my show. Like, I couldn't go. People were saying stuff to me, and I thought they were making fun of me. I remember exactly what happened. We were watching South Park, yeah? And there's a bit in it where they were doing Paul Allen. He's an actor, an American actor, and he didn't get it. And I was like, no. And they were going, what are you laughing at? And I was like, did you not get it? It's Paul Allen. And they were like laughing at it, giggling, and then straight away I was over there. And you know what I mean? And it was little boy syndrome. I was like, I couldn't defend myself. I was just like, and then I was up on the ceiling and shit. And I was like, fuck this. Don't like this shit. And honestly, they were panicking. They were going, no, you can't. I'm not letting you. You want to go into your bedroom. You just took a strip of acid and you want to go into bed. And they were like, sure, whatever you want. We're going to be watching the telly in here chilling. You know what I mean? It's sunny outside, and I was like, nah, fuck this. It's fucking pissing rain. I'm freezing now. Anyway, I have to text my neighbour back because he might be able to pick up something today. But yeah. Just some mad fucked up shit that I never got to try. I never got to try proper like crystal ice, like, you know. But one thing that freaked me out about it, I was told, is, and I seen it on a documentary, you can't hold crystal meth in, apparently, methamphetamine or whatever it is. You have to blow it out because it crystallizes in your lungs. It's not like smoke. So that's why when you see them, they go, they have to blow it out straight away. And I always thought, I want some of that. It looks creamy and delicious, and they all look like they're having a great time. I thought, that looks nice. I'd be able to control that tiny little piece of rice up for 2 days. Yep, there was. But then I thought, no, I like to hold my shit in. I'm too much of a dumb junkie for that. So I'd end up with crystal lungs. They'd call me Diamond. They'd be like, there's Diamond, he's half dead. And I'd be like, yeah, I've been in fights. Yeah, I wasn't a thug though. I don't like thugs. I was the victim of bullying for a small period of time, maybe a year. Just by the same fella. I hate him. I hope he's crippled now. Little fucking horrible cunt. But anyway, a lot of them are dead now. But no, I was in a few fist fights. Yeah, I didn't really I wasn't. Every time I got into a fight, when I got home, it was my fault. That's the thing. So I was afraid to get in fights because yeah, you were always brutalised when you got home. You know, I was never ever right in my house ever, never. Not once did I ever come home and say, look, I'm after getting a few slaps. It was not. It was you're grounded for 2 weeks. Don't give a fuck. You must have been a lippy little cunt. I wasn't protected like that. Don't care what anyone says. I wasn't. So fighting. No one gave me a hug and says, "Ah, you were in a fight today, lovely." You know what I mean? No, it wasn't. It was the complete opposite. I was frowned upon in my family, and so I ran away from it a lot of times. You know what I mean? But you see, you have to see when you're with a certain clique and all that, you might have your fallings out, but when it's all got to do with drugs, whether you're dealing or using it, you know what I mean? You end up sticking together. But there's a few big cunts I wish I fought. Now that I'm older, I wish I wouldn't have backed down. There's a couple of cunts that I backed down, and I wish, win or lose, that I shouldn't have. Because that eats away at you, you know. Nobody might say nothing, but it eats away at you. That another man can put fear into you, or make you physically afraid of a physical altercation. You can't be afraid of a physical altercation no more. Not that I am. I'm 5'5", guys, but I'm not. Don't give a fuck. I had nothing better to do with my time. If I end up in hospital, I end up in hospital. If I end up in the police station, I end up in the police station. I don't give a fuck, really. But I don't go around starting shit. But I still to this day wish, there's a couple of people I wish I'm waiting for the news that they're dead. I am, and I don't give a fuck. Because they're cruel lawyers. Cruel lawyer rat bastards. Cowardly bastards. And I do hope they die. Get bullets to the head, like. There's a lot of people that got bullets to the head that didn't deserve it. And there's a few people out there that do deserve it. And I do hope. And these people are in Dublin. But I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Take it easy, Maggie. No. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It does. It eats away at you. Look, I had a go with the neighbour the other day. A lot bigger than me, the cunt is. But he done something that annoyed me, and I knocked on his door and I called him out. And I could see, like, you know what I mean? This man lost his wife 4 years ago, I think. And simple little argument, and you know, because I told him, I says, if you want to go now, right now, I'll go around right there. Don't give a fuck. I'm not waiting no longer. Say it now or don't say it. And I didn't like it. Now, I made peace with the man, but I didn't like it. It's not about feeling like a big man. Now, when you have to protect yourself, you protect yourself. That's different. In 2025, in this world we live in, which is beautiful and cruel, you have to stand up for yourself, right? I didn't a couple of times, and it eats away at me. As I said, I have body dysmorphia. And I don't like it, but I have it. Everybody, I'm going as well, right? Take it easy. Everybody sub up. Let's get this channel popping where we can all come in and talk and be ourselves. You know what I mean? Right, go on. We'll treat it like our own NA.